Hello and welcome to our PGA Tour coverage here on 2K Sports. Today's coverage of the Players' Championship is about to begin. Delighted you're able to join us for this first round action. Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam here at the Stadium Course TPC Sawgrass. And Rich, this golf course hits you right between the eyes from the opening hole.
Opening tee shot, 426 yards, par 4 for the back tees. It's a very strange angle for the tee shot. Fairway tilts from left to right, where the tee box faces you from right to left. So you really have to hit an opening cut shot off the tee to give yourself the best option of finding the fairway here. Misses out to the right or left, leaves a very awkward angle to a green that sits up above you, but also slants pretty severely from left to right.
Can't wait to get into the action. Very excited to see how this player fares today.
Well, you love this player. Why wouldn't you wait to see how this player plays? You have a poster of this player at home, don't you?
A two.
Okay.
That swing so pure, it reminds me of Adam Scott's. Time for the second shot into the first. Going with the 5-iron here. Didn't quite strike that as cleanly as they would have hoped.
Airmailed the green with that approach.
Opportunity to make their par.
That starts off on a good line.
That's the cardinal sin, leaving it short in the heart.
Downhill putt, and certainly was robbed on that effort.
Okay, let's head to the next. Yep, that's disappointing. Getting underway over par. That never helps.
Starting off with a bogey at first, not tragic. You got a lot of holes to make it up. Let's see how they deal with it going forward.
You've arrived at a par 5.
Par 5, 532 yards. Drive it out to the right-hand side to give yourself a good look at reaching this green in 2.
Oh, absolutely flushed. Second shot on the second. Opting for the 3-wood. And here we are with the third shot. Oh, well played. Putting for birdie. What they say, never up, never in.
Can't believe he did that. That drives you bonkers as a player.
I don't mind the look of this. And there it is. Currently at +1 for the tournament.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Teeing off here at the third hole.
Par 3, just 177 yards from the back, but this green is always firm. Be wary of that.
Going with the 6-iron here. Fingers crossed for a good kick to the left. Not a bad approach. Grab the putter from the caddy. You're dancing. 19 feet to the cup. Looking really good. Oh, he's up, Tiger. Just a 4-footer remaining. Don't want to miss it. Could be costly. This one started out on a good line. Well, that's a momentum maintainer. Well done. Sitting at 1 over for the event.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
You've arrived at a par 4. Step up to the tee and own it.
Par 4, 384 yards. A long snake-like bunker down the right-hand side to a cool little green with all sorts of movement on it. A very fun hole to play indeed.
From about 100 yards.
Pro tip, when it's breezy, swing easy. You're welcome.
Oh, I like that strike. This one's heading well towards the green. That's right out of the copybooks. Exquisite.
Of all the shots that I like the most, that one ranks right up there.
It's on a great line. Well done. Take the birdie. Trailing by 4 strokes. Let's see what happens here at the 5th.
Par 4, 471 yards. Drive it out to the left-hand side to give yourself the best angle for your second shot into this long, thin green. Gotta say, just some of the best rhythm in the game.
Second shot here on the 5th. It's fair to say that wasn't their best shot.
Not taking enough club to get it there.
Can make this one. It's for par. Just didn't drop. And this next putt, it's for bogey. And after that hole, this is how the leaderboard looks right now. The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. Time to tee off at the 6th.
Par 4, 393 yards from the back. Most players taking out a long iron or hybrid just for placement in the fairway. This green is surrounded by tall palm trees. Don't get caught out by one.
Looks like they put a good swing on that one. That should find the short stuff.
Oh, this is on a fantastic line. Is it the right distance?
A wonderful shot. Well played. A chance for birdie here at the 6th. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? And that should secure the par. Well done. So after that hole, this is the current standings on the course. Well, good move there. Anything north on the leaderboard's always pleasant. Deep into the front 9. Here we are at the 7th hole.
Difficult par 4, 451 yards. Water and sand all the way down the left-hand side. Hit it out to the right, find the green with your second, and sprint to the next hole, making 4.
This one looks to be heading for the sanctuary of the fairway. Sitting at +1.
Just needs a little bit more of a kick to the right.
Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse.
Slim chance for a birdie, but in all reality, 2 putt for par would be just fine.
Ah, that's a shame. Comes up shy. Oh, I love these momentum putts. Right on 10 feet. Let's go hole it.
Looking better.
And down she goes. And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that. Ooh, I always love these holes. Here we have a par 3.
Par 3, 237 yards in length. A brute, to say the least. It is a tough hole surrounded by bunkers. If you can make 3 here, you're a happy person.
Seems to have chosen the 3-wood.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
14 feet to the cup. It's tracking. A well hold will take the birdie. And with that, he's back to even overall. The final hole on the opening 9 at TPC Sawgrass Stadium course, Rich, is a clever 3-shotter.
Par 5, 583 yards. Most players will play this as a 3-shotter. Just find the fairway out to the left, second shot out to the right, sets up a very simple 3rd shot to a very narrow green. Miss it right or left, good luck getting it up and down.
Well, Rich, it's got a big-time feel about it, this Players' Championship, known by some as the 5th major. What are your thoughts?
Not for me. I think it's the thing I love about it the most. It's got a great field. I mean, this week you got to beat 99 of the world's top 100 to walk away the champion. And it's a fairly open tournament, but it always has the feel that the biggest and the best players rise to the occasion to challenge this golf course. It's not easy. It's got a lot of quirky things about it. It's firm. It's fast. It's difficult. But if you're hitting it in the right spots off the tee, you have a really good chance of hitting close with your 2nd shot. It's just a tactician's dream. And so I find it to be more about players that plod along, that actually have a well thought out execution plan. I think that players that it just kind of, they make it up as they go along, they don't fare well around this golf course.
I like the fact that there's no one particular player it suits. It's a golf course, when you look through the history of champions, yes, you've had the absolute stars of the game, players that can hit the ball a mile, but then you've got the players that are, as you suggested, tacticians, shorter hitters, plot their way around, get the job done. I like that concept.
Well, it's, you know, and you can have the long hitters taking out irons and taking advantage of it, where some of the other shorter hitters are hitting 3-wooder drivers. So, yeah, there's just a multitude of ways to take on this golf course, but you have to be committed to every single shot. You have to know exactly where you need to place it in the fairway to make sure your 2nd shot is in a good angle. I could go through many examples, but on each and every hole, there's a place where you can be on the fairway, but out of position.
As you make the turn here at TPC Sawgrass, the 10th hole is a clever one.
Pretty basic par 4, just 424 yards from the back tee. Players take out a hybrid or a 3-wood, hit it out to the right-hand side, which will leave a short 2nd shot. However, lots of undulations on this green, so make sure your 2nd shot is the correct distance.
That one's heading down Broadway. Even for the day. Should find the green here. A quality shot, that.
Already had a few birdies today. Another opportunity for another one. Let's take a look.
Well, that's a mistake. Tough to leave that short. Big putt for par coming up. Well done. So no movement there. He stays at even with the card. Let's see what happens here at the 11th hole.
Par 5, 558 yards long. Avoid the fairway bunkers on the left-hand side, and you might have a hope of going for it in 2. However, you better be brave and you better know what you're doing, because this green will call you out on the second shots if you're not careful.
Not a bad line, this one. That a boy. Good shot. Getting ready to play their third.
They need to flight this one down into the wind.
And he's not hit the mark on that approach.
Well, definitely the wind had to have gotten a hold of that one.
Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here.
Putt is underway.
That's a good putt for par. You'll take it. Trailing by 8 strokes now after that hole. Let's see what happens here at the 12th.
Par 4 12th, a new design in the last couple of years. Water all the way down the left-hand side, but it's a drivable par 4. Most players will bail out to the right, but the brave ones will take on the green with their tee shots. 2s and 3s are easy to come by, but so are 5s and 6s if you get it out of position.
That's heading for the fairway. Playing from around 110 yards out.
Straight downwind, tough to put a lot of spin on it and hold the green.
Oh, come on, sit. That was wonderfully done. Trying to get to 1 under here with this putt. Looking really good, this one. That'll help your scorecard. Well hold. And that will take him to 1 under. Our current leader is up by 3 shots. Teeing off here on the 13th hole.
So many different levels to this green. On the par 3, playing 181 yards. You can get it close. You can even make a hole in one, but watch out. If you hit in the wrong spot on the green, it'll be difficult to two-putt from there.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron. Oh, this would be handy if it could bounce right. This is from miles away. Not sure how that putt came up shy. Oh, a 5-footer. It's amazing how tour pros hold these. Not a bad line, this. Good putt, that. And stepping up the standings after that effort. There's a few birdie opportunities out of the gate here on the second 9 at TPC Sawgrass, but it really starts to toughen up down the stretch, starting here with a difficult par 4 14th.
Difficult tee shot on this, playing some 481 yards from the tip. You find the fairway, and you've got a decent chance of finding the green with your second shot. But if you're out of position anywhere on this hole, your number will go up exponentially.
Quality shot, that one. Sitting at 1 under. Let's make a move. You're just outside the top 20. Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Yeah, not a bad shot, that one. Well, this is one of those lengthy putts. John, how do you see it?
I'd say it's about 25 feet to go from here.
Looking great now.
Now that's a good putt to hole any day of the week. And with it, he'll move to a couple under par. Well, that's worth a replay. Let's take another look. He's in a tie for 14th. Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here.
One of the more simple tee shots on the golf course, par 4, 470 yards. Just a little fade required off the tee to the fairway. The green sits up above the fairway a little bit, surrounded by a couple of bunkers, but I gotta say, I like this hole. It's straightforward, it's simple, before you head into the final 3.
Oh, that's a high caliber shot. Lining up from around 160 yards.
Straight downwind, tough to put a lot of spin on it and hold the green.
Come on, get a good bounce to the left. Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance.
This one here, this is for back-to-back birdies, moving him in the right direction.
A spot in the top 10 on the line here if they can hold this. Get excited. This could go in. And racking up their 5th birdie of the day. I will take that, and a spot in the top 10 to boot. He's in a share of 10th position. Welcome to this par 5 hole.
Par 5, 486 yards. Fun-filled adventure waits. Find the fairway, and let's see how brave you are. Do you want to take on the second shot and try and knock it on the green? Of course you do, but watch out. Lots of water awaiting a wayward second.
That's tidy. To win the Players' Championship, you've got to run the gauntlet, Rich. Here we are with that big testing second shot at 16.
The water down the right-hand side is very obvious. What's not obvious are the grass bunkers on the left-hand side. You hit it in those, no guarantee of getting up and down. If you take on the green and find it, then you're almost guaranteed a birdie 4.
Opting for the hybrid, I think. Oh, that was a little loose, wasn't it? Close to the surface here, the green side rough. Spot the top 5 on the line here. Go on, get in the hole. And that putt will give them birdie number 6 on the day. Well, that's a lovely way to make a move into the top 5. Now 4 back after that hole. Here we are in front of a par 3.
Par 3 17th, 137 yards, island green. I've actually seen a caddy throw it onto this green, but with a golf club in your hand, can you hit the green?
Choosing the 9-iron here. Not a bad approach, that one, up onto the green. A couple of putts from there, and that'll be a pretty good hole.
There's a long way, but I tell you what, I've seen it happen before, so there's a chance.
Ooh. And this putt coming up for his par. In she goes. Let's head to the next. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Teeing off here at the lucky last, the 18.
Par 4, 462 yards, and you're going to find out what kind of player you are when you tee off here. How brave are you? How much do you trust your swing? If you find the fairway, that's a great start, but the second shot awaits. Nicely done.
And this shot from about 150 yards out. 4 shots behind our leader. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. That's a pretty handy shot. Well, not a bad approach. He'll be putting. A tie for 4th place if you can hold this putt.
This one's looking good.
That's frustrating. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. And that'll be all she wrote today. Well played. Well, that day is in the books, Rich, and this player seems to be going along quite nicely, don't you think?
So far, so good, I must say, Luke. I've been impressed with how they played.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Helvey. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks for watching.